Welcome to a special edition of The Divide. The Afrobeats royalty is taking center stage, and the question on everyone's mind is, who's the greatest of all time? Is it the unstoppable Davido? Or the legendary Wizkid? Join us as we delve into this remarkable impact on the culture and crown the ultimate champion.
Wizkid is arguably one of the laziest artists when it comes to writing.
Davido is very, very traditional Afrobeat artist. Yeah.
Whose legacy will reign supreme?
I will give it to Wizkid, probably the old Wizkid, the one that, you know, I might.
They don't know Wizkid.
Are you riding with Team 30BG or Team Wizkid FC?
If you think Davido is someone you want to emulate, you have a problem.
The only thing he did wrong in this industry was the fact that he came from a rich family. Why your own papa and your papa too? Why they don't make money?
I'm a loyal fan to Wizkid.
So I think it's 5% of his fan base are hoodlums.
Let's get ready to divide and decide. Are you riding with Team 30BG or Team Wizkid FC? Wizkid has consistently pushed the boundaries of Afrobeat's innovation.
The last time Wizkid did do anything that had to do with Afrobeat was the Superstar album and the Ayo album. Now after those two albums, I think every other thing was just him cruising and doing his thing. And for an artist who came out recently to say, I do not resonate with Afrobeat, I am not an Afrobeat artist, like Nana Papa, all those things he says you get. My name is Miles. Some people call me the eighth one of the world. I'm a media personality, a broadcast journalist, TV producer and presenter. My greatest of all time will be this man right here. They call him David O. It's Davido right here. Do I agree? Wizkid consistently pushing the bounds for Afrobeat. Maybe before, back in the days when he had his first collaboration with Drake, maybe yes, he put us out there to some people to see. But he wasn't the first person to do it. The fella had been doing that donkey years before all these cats.
Why would you say someone that has done it before cannot do it again?
No, you don't get
No, it's not.
He said, I am not.
He said.
Why you still holding on for someone who said, I am not?
Artists say things for PR stunts. You keep talking about this.
Oh, so you think that was a PR stunt?
Yes.
But Wizkid is not known for PR stunts. Wizkid doesn't even know how to do PR stunts.
That is the reason why PR works in his favor.
This is Ayo Dharmala. I'm a talent manager, a PR consultant, and a strategic communications person. All right, of course, Wizkid, yeah, my good Gaga. Yes, Wizkid have, of course, pushed the boundaries for Afrobeat globally, of course, yeah. He's done it before, he's still going to be able to do it. So you can always go back to his templates and still, copy that and do it the way he did it. So Wizkid for me, all right, will still be there and will still be doing Afrobeat well.
I feel like the fact that you're being iron is affecting your thinking. Because honestly speaking, I'm trying to get your angle. Okay. Now he clearly said, I am not an Afrobeat artist. My name is GT Smalls, a Terry, aka The Spec, aka The Vibe, aka Momemika. The other AKs will come after, and I'm an entertainer and a virtual assistant. Wizkid has pushed the boundaries for Afrobeats. Well, I would say in times past, yes. Recently, I don't know. I feel like he's not giving Afrobeat such a good name, especially for those that are very particular about sound, melody, harmony, and lyrical content. He also said something that made Black Bones, no, was it Black Bones? Yes, I was an artist said rap is dead or there's nothing about rap. Yes. And so Black Bones he was livid with anger. So it's not the first, not the second. Yeah. The genre he's doing now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, he could come and say, you know what? I'm disassociating myself from it. So
and if it comes to PR stunts,
he enjoys that. He's enjoying that.
Are
but
you sure?
I tell you something. It will be said that Wizkid did this and did that and still was the GOAT. All right? He still did the Afrobeat. He came out and did what you think he cannot do and still came back against your Afrobeat and deal with your guys.
Now he did it very well once. And he
into
got to a point in his career, there is no crime in saying, okay, I don't want to identify with this genre. I want to try something else.
Yeah, sure.
Right? But before he did that, he had pushed the Afrobeat genre up to a certain level.
Absolutely.
That a lot of younger artists that came after him keyed into that and were able to have that platform to also ride on what he had already set as.
If you're saying that he said that.
Not him.
Exactly, because when you put P-Square, when
I was
you put
actually going to
Tupac-
say that.
My name is Michael Akintunde. I'm popularly, globally, internationally known as Oba OBA. I am an actor, I'm a radio and TV presenter as well. And I'm also a businessman. My goal is Wizkid. Wizkid has pushed the Afrobeat boundaries for a very long time. Maybe not recently, but he has done that over the years, you know, constantly with his songs and how he got into the global space and the push he gave it to the international acceptance and all that. Let's look at when the Ayo and Superstar album came out. You know the quality of Nigerian artists that were also dominant in
Asha, Asha.
and Wizkid was still able to be picked as top rated in that period.
Yeah.
There were a lot of great artists in that period that could have just swept him underneath. And people wouldn't have even paid him any attention. But he still managed to be top. Two-Face was in his prime at that time.
Yeah.
Dropping banger singles back to
But
back.
Wizkid was a fresh new face. Nigerians were
There were a
seeing
lot of fresh
something
new
new.
faces, but
No, there were
Wizkid's
no
too distinct.
kids.
So
There
that
were no
give you-
kids.
Davido is more focused on his Nigerian heritage,
Right.
while Wizkid's brand,
that's
on
okay.
the other hand, is more international audience and the appeal. And if we're talking about the music style, Davido is very, very traditional Afrobeat artist.
Yeah.
While Wizkid, on the other hand, is
experimental.
experimental and is fusion oriented with his
Experimental.
music. My name's Aisha O'Day, aka the African White Chick. In the music business, and I just make life easy basically for creatives. Yeah, I agree with that because his recent music has kind of been innovative and experimental, even though he's not getting it directly. He's trying, but I know that he can do better.
Let's be honest. I mean, Wizkid is your fave. Your name is also Ayo, and you're supporting Wiz on this. No offense. Let's be honest. Now, he talked about how the first two albums, which are the main Afrobeat concentrated in a way albums, after those two albums, how many Wizkid songs can you say have a particular storyline? And he's stuck with that storyline, with content.
Somebody had it in him naturally.
Naturally, yeah, exactly.
Banky saw that. And of course, we can see the results.
That's
There were about 5
man.
artists in EME at the time when Wizkid was there. But I bet you don't know the 5.
Do not get it wrong. There's always the Ronaldo and Messi of the Afrobeat
Exactly.
in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and I have my goal. I have somebody who I relate with his music, his sound more, which is Davido. That doesn't mean I'm discrediting the other
that is
person,
very
the
okay.
other guy. You.
Hi, my name is Big Ma. Some people call me the fire starter. I'm a singer, songwriter, media personality, serial entrepreneur, and as I like to say, your #1 troublemaker. My GOAT, my greatest of all time, is Davido. For you to say that Wizkid has consistently pushed the boundaries of Afrobeat, it must mean that he's been consistent in that genre, Afrobeat. And as we all know, he hasn't been. He's still evolving, revolving, finding his feet. So no, he hasn't pushed the boundaries. Did he expose us to the global market? Maybe.
Yes, I mean, respect to the other artists, which is Davido, but I wouldn't just want us to play sentiments. I mean, let's look at both artists based off of how amazingly good they are in terms of lyrical content.
I love Wizkid. However, Wizkid is arguably one of the laziest artists when it comes to writing.
yeah.
Brother literally says, she tell me say 10 times in every song. She tell me say.
Davido has had the most significant impact on Afrobeats globally.
I think Davido just started stepping into that global scene, like the past 2-3 years. He just started shaking his leg. He said, "Okay, you guys, I am here and I'm here to stay." Right? Has Davido had the most significant impact on Afrobeats globally? Globally, I think he's just beginning to put his foot into the door of the international market. Maybe before he wasn't really particular about it. He was just particular about giving his Africans, his Nigerians, good music and good sound. But now I think he's put his foot into that global space and like, you know what, I'm here and I'm here to stay.
So yeah, he hasn't gotten there yet. But when it comes to impact, locally, is Davido all the way.
At this point, I'm going to agree with him because for me, Chris Brown was the man that said, "Oh, come, I'm connecting with what you've been doing locally." And I want to,
with Davido now.
I want to transition with you into this and bring the more onto that. So
I think Chris Brown was just milking Nigerians, and we just didn't know.
Wizkid had already done it and did everything locally first before he decided that, oh, I don't know what happened to him though. I don't know. Then he said, okay, I'll try.
I don't know what
So even if we have to now sit here and compare by awards, by recognition and everything, is in his first album ever, right? And the local scene, how much recognition and awards he got, even if you have to compare it with Davido's, he would still get ahead of Davido. On that basis, Davido has made the most significant impact on Afrobeat globally. No, I strongly disagree.
I have a question to ask you.
Do you want?
You're a
football
football fan, right?
Right.
You remember when Thierry Henry used to play?
Yeah.
Igwe?
Yeah.
Would you now say today that he's still a GOAT? Why are you living in
That's why
bad
we call some
glory?
people
Every
legends.
time you mention
He's a
Wizkid,
legend.
Davido having the most impact globally is a yes and no thing, and I would explain. Globally, I would agree. Wizkid's music probably penetrates the market more because of his ever-evolving sound. Davido is the one with most Grammy noms, and if you're in the industry, having a Grammy nom is a huge deal. Winning a Grammy, huge deal, you know, and that's how they can actually gauge your importance on a global scale. So it's a 50-50 thing. Maybe, maybe not. I really can't say. Let's keep watching. Past glory. Africa, China, Idris Abdul. You see, there's a list of past glory. That does not make you.
Wizkid has.
Internationally, Idris Abdul was the first to challenge an international artist and to fight, right? But who's going to talk about him? Who cares about that today? Just because you won an
I
award
care about
before.
Messi till today.
Really?
Yes.
Will you win an award today?
If it's on a global scale, we can't give that credit to Davido because just as you can say he's on that Pan-African scale, like he's the king of Afrobeat, you can leave it at that. Davido's significant impact on Afrobeat globally, that would be, I'd say, yes, he's recognized globally, but the impact of Afrobeat per se, I would say no, that is what Wizkid has done over time. His lyrics, his content is local, is what his audiences can resonate with. So they love that local thing about Davido, and that is why he's the king of Afrobeat. But Wizkid, on the other hand, not everybody resonates with his kind of music because he has evolved to the point where right now he's collaborating with global artists around the world, and that fusion is actually making him stand out.
Okay, so Davido has had the most significant impact on using Afrobeat globally, right? No, definitely not globally, but yes, within Africa, definitely. He's our go-to guy. He is that guy that has merged and collaborated with so many African acts, you know, from different sects, north, south, east, west.
The Wizkid fan base, FC, I think it's 5% of his fan base are hoodlums.
Between Wiz and Davido, let's be honest, character-wise, there's no difference.
Globally, Wizkid has had just one particular chart that he has been writing on for like since sincerity, which is Essence, and they're still there. Yes, it is the truth. If you like, kill me. Essence, I mean, oh, Essence.